on the previous episode.
To the right, and then now going back to DK Metcalf, red zone threat, mossed in the red zone. That's why I love that ability. 1 AP. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, episode 82 of the No Money Spent. Happy Halloween to everybody. My Halloween simply today, and I know for maybe a lot of you, it's pretty much just NFL, and I think nothing really could be better than spending a Halloween Sunday watching the NFL all day. Normally, are not on the Xbox too much, but we did get some new content, a little underwhelming, kind of, maybe, I don't know. The new content being a Marshawn Lynch 90 and a Marcus Mariota 90. They both have basically set pre-abilities, as well as they get all the 32 team chems. Marshawn Lynch as well does get fullback eligibility, and I will be eventually picking him up. But Marshawn Lynch kind of cool. The Madden 13, the first basically most feared master card. I actually had him on my thumbnail, I believe, for part 3, just kind of as a tribute to the most feared promo. Turns out he actually got a card, but the Marcus Mariota, a pretty cool card as well. I don't know the AP, because I know the AP on the Marshawn Lynch for like Bruiser is at 0, so I don't know if Escape Artist maybe is 0 for Marcus Mariota. But we did make a lot, and I told you I was gonna pick up a Jaycee Horn, just was waiting for the price to go down. Picked the one up for my team at 425 last night, and that was actually the most expensive Jaycee Horn I picked up all night. And as well, you guys know what we do. The LTDs have been some of the safest investments basically throughout the past month or two. We pick up a first T.Y. Hilton we picked up was 296, but that was not the last T.Y. Hilton. Really all last night and really all yesterday was a great day for investing, buying at the low. We actually picked up a bunch of Aaron Donalds at 75k. Some person basically listed 15 on the companion app, all for 75k. And me being the coins, I had about 15 mil at the time, or 16 mil. I'm like, I'm just going to buy them all. I can't really see him staying at that 75k mark. They just have to go to basically 83 for me to get all my money back. And it turned out to be pretty good. And as well, you see the T.Y. Hiltons. We pick up a total of 18 on an average of 293,000. And then we also pick up a lot of Jaycee Horns. But why did I go so big into the T.Y. Hilton and the Jaycee Horn investments? Well, one, I have a lot of coins. I had got up to 15, 16. Really, I'm at 18, 19 mil if everything sells. And it was kind of just a right time, right situation for a lot of these cards. Not for a lot of these cards. These two limiteds. The Jaycee Horn and the T.Y. Hilton are two really, really good cards. And if they were just limited time cards like the Thursday limiteds, Jaycee Horn would be probably over 1 million coins, and the T.Y. Hilton would be 600, 700k. So I felt like it was a perfect opportunity where the cards were just really, really low in price. I don't have any other coins invested because we don't have most feared part 4, so I don't have another like 5 mil invested in the core elites. So I have all these coins sitting around, and I still have, you see, I still have about 6.2 mil left to invest in. But it was just a perfect situation. I also was able to pick up a James Robinson last night for 386 and flip it to 517 overnight. A really, really good, about 70k profit just on that card. But yeah, 7 Jaycee Horns, 18 T.Y. Hiltons picked up. One of the Horns will be in my team. T.Y. does not fit into my team yet, but it turns out if we look at the prices just today, really, Jaycee Horn already at 525. I'm thinking I could get maybe 600 for him in a couple of days. There's not going to be really any threats to make Jaycee Horn not the best corner of the game. Same with T.Y. Hilton being a most feared wide receiver. I can't really see a wide receiver overtaking T.Y. Hilton, especially in that speed category. They're really stingy with the terms of like giving the wide receivers top end speeds, and T.Y. Hilton's already at 330, so we pretty much have already made profit on both of them. If I wanted to sell, I'd make a pretty penny, but I'm going to be a little patient. These are really high end cards, and they were flooded on the market over the weekend. Probably going to sell mid next week or next weekend if we get no content. But in terms of how our Aaron Donald, like our DK Metcalfs, they're slowly rebuilding. You see Aaron Donald all the way almost up at 100,000 coins. The 75k investment is going to basically limit the loss I took on the investments I bought at like 110 and 115, those type of cards. So if you're patient with your Aaron Donalds, it's starting to pay off. Maybe a little, probably gets up to 110, 115 next week, but I wouldn't blame you for basically cashing out at 100k and getting rid of some more Aaron Donalds, getting liquid to go into next week. Khalil Mack as well did unfortunately not get a most feared card, but like I said, we picked all of ours up at about 35k or under, and if those two ones at 33 and 38 still, he'll be 40,000 coins, so pretty much a no risk investment. And then in terms of DK Metcalf, right now on the screen they're 21, 22k, but as I'm recording this video, DK Metcalf is all the way back up to 30,000 coins on the Xbox market. So finally, if you bought some for 30, you bought some for 25, you bought some for 23, like I told you to on, I believe, Thursday night, if you were patient throughout the weekend, you should be getting most of your coins back, which is good. And then we did also invest into some training going into today, thinking there may be some limiteds that the training market would go up. Unfortunately, the Marshawn Lynch and basically the Marcus Mariota They're only 90 overall, so training, I don't really want to pull any most feared rerolls, so I ended up just pulling a couple of heavyweights and didn't have the worst of luck. In terms of, is there anything I'm investing in right now, or I'm buying, or I'm looking forward to buy? Well, the trading market has crashed. I mean, it's at 16 or 17 points right now. The only issue I have with investing in training is there's not really a use for training in this upcoming week, other than the most feared reroll, but it's not going to have limiteds. So I'm just kind of holding. I'm going to stay liquid with my coins. Finally, it's been about a month before we've had basically a quiet upcoming week in terms of investments. But our team of the weeks as well, if you held our team of the weeks over the week, the Kyle Pitts and the Devontae Campbell are both above 70K. So patience always pays off. Same with the Chase Edmonds. We were targeting him under 600. He's at 790, making over a little over 100K per card. But I did say I was going to pick up a Marshawn Lynch, and why? Because he has that fullback eligibility as well as getting all the team camps. I could throw him in as my fullback for the Raiders and Seahawks 25 split theme team, and it'll actually be higher overall than Keith Smith. So I was patient, picked one up for 115,000. These cards actually do not have the coin quick sell. They're just basically a 90 overall. They quick sell for 5K training, so they're not overall investment wise for them. I don't like the Mariota investment, but if you could pick up Marshawn Lynch, I think for like 115, 110, it can't be too bad because he gets fullback eligibility, as well as all the team camps, as well as he has Marshawn Lynch. If EA, man, if they just release these two cards, I believe in day one of the most feared promo, I think people would say they're a W, but since they released them on the last day, I mean, we're going backwards in overall. A little weird. I don't understand their agenda for making them a 90 overall, but you see the updated team. Yes, I'm 94 overall with the boosted Charles Woodson and Cam Chancellor from that like kind of most feared Halloween theme boost. But actually last night when I put in Jaycee Horn into the lineup, I was already 94 overall. So we pretty much have a 94. I could have probably got to a 95 if I got Hughescheck and maybe another most feared player on my defense, but 94 overall is the new overall for the team. We're gonna hop into a weekend league game. I was undefeated, I think 5 or 6-0 going into this game. Our opponent really running a unique style, a Raguso, if you know that is, Twitch streamer who runs the pistol kind of speed option, triple option offense. But by the way, this 2nd and 9, please tell me how that was a catch. I mean, I thought his whole entire foot was out of bounds. I don't know what happened on that play. But the first drive, having a little struggles. Jaycee Horn making a great debut, a great impact. Love the number 8. Love this most feared promo, to be honest. I think this is one of the best promos in a couple of years of Madden. I mean, every release, 1, 2, and 3 were really great. I know we kind of had a letdown today, but in terms of just the content, rerolls, the actual card, like player names that were released, I mean, this was just an awesome promo. As Marquise Brown on 3rd and 16 just runs right across the face of Jesse Bates, unfortunately not able to make a play. But we're going to try and make a goal line stand. This man's Ricky Williams was running through arm tackles all day, and you see on 2nd and goal, just kind of, he still didn't even really get tackled. And just like that, down 7-0, 3rd and 8 to start. Little 1st, 2nd down were unfortunate. I think only got like 2 yards passing or 2 yards rushing. But we complete the 3rd and 8. We're going to get Marshawn Lynch involved. I did put Marshawn Lynch basically as my starting running back for this game. Wanted to show him off a little bit. A little slow. I wouldn't say slow like top of the end speed slope, but in terms of like his agility, his change of direction is really, really slow. But eventually, DK Metcalf, probably my favorite receiver in the game right now, is finally able to break free. I don't know what's with people running man coverage against my receivers who all have 96, 97 plus speed, but they keep doing it. But I did miss my first PAT of the year. It wasn't really laggy or delayed. My button just really didn't respond to the A click. Wasn't delayed at all this game. It just like didn't really respond. So just like that, only down 7-6. But Jesse Bates, I make a play, kind of got caught on that hard flat kind of deep middle 3rd player. Couldn't get back to my middle linebacker, but I'm going to stay disciplined. I'm responsible for that hard flat. And again, we were able to cut off the running back route. Went for 2, unsuccessful. So just like that, only up 12-7. Our opponent has the ball to basically end the first half, can go into the halftime with a lead. Able Kyle Hughescheck. I'm thinking about picking up Kyle Hughescheck, by the way. It should be like a 95 overall fullback for me. Maybe I'll bring up the overall. I have like an extra, basically 1 chemistry spot that I could put any type of player I want. But just like that, our opponent is back down into the 5-yard line. But we're going to make a goal line stand. 1st and 10. Stopped. 2nd and goal. We're going to send some pressure. Cam Chancellor gets home. Incomplete though. 3rd and goal now. Josh Allen in the pocket. Really basically panicking in the pocket. Lawrence Table able to get the sack, but he's just going to go for it on 4th and goal. And I kind of get lazy and lost. I don't really know what I was covering. I was just hoping he'd roll out to the right more. Brandon Marshall on the backside flood route, I believe. And just like that, it's 14-12. But we do get the ball to start the 2nd half. And we got 1 timeout and a minute left. And I should have gotten out of bounds with Marshawn Lynch. Probably, I was basically trying to truck a player, but who cares? 1st and 10, 42 seconds left. We're going to come out, run flood, looking for the sideline out route, and DK Metcalf with the route technician. favorite receiver in the game. I don't think that's going to change. He maybe can get a +1. He had a good week today in terms of in real life. I believe he had 2 touchdowns, so maybe DK Metcalf gets a +1 overall. But 30 seconds left, no timeout, 2nd and 4. We're going to roll to the right and bunch trail. Don't know why he is still running man coverage against Brandon Marshall, Randy Moss, and DK Metcalf, but we're going to find the back of the end zone, and finally, we're going to get the 2-point conversion. Just like that, 20-14. He isn't going to be I kind of get caught in cover 2 here, by the way, but he's not going to be successful. Basically, on a last-minute drive, the end of half. Cam Chancellor. Love the new card art, by the way, on all of them. I mean, the card art in general for most feared this year has been awesome. Really, I think it's like that Madden 15 flashback, kind of the red lightning. But love the new card art. Love the throwback card art on a lot of these cards. But we're going to come out in the second half, get DK Metcalf involved, and man, this card can do it all. Just like that, out to the 49-yard line. 2nd and 2 after I think a decent rush by Marshawn Lynch. We're again we get both the outside streaks were wide open. We're going to choose Randy Moss, get involved. He did not have a catch this game. And just like that, in a blink of an eye, our opponent went in after the touchdown, up 14-12. And he's getting the ball back down 28-14. We also had another successful 2-point conversion. This is a do-or-die drive for our opponent. He was still mixing in the run a lot on this drive, taking his time. We're not going to basically be fooled on that play-action pass. Go for the quarterback. And just like that, we're going to put our opponent in a 2nd and 16. Gets down to a 3rd and 4. He's going to look for that post route again. This time, I put my outside corners in that kind of deep halves, which makes them cover the middle of the field more often, but the sidelines are more exposed. But 4th and 4, opponent gets a little bit too aggressive and tests the user once again, and Cam Chancellor is going to take it for 6. And so far, I think I'm 7 or 8-0 in Weekend League, which is pretty solid. I don't know if I'm going to play any more games. I'm probably just going to hang out with my family, maybe watch a Halloween movie tonight. Always look to spend time with your family on holidays. But that's going to be end of this video. In terms of the market, all our old investments, our new investments are looking solid, but the overall market is down. I really suggest, man, if you want some players, the market is really down in terms of training. Pick up some new players. We're probably not going to get new content maybe until this next Friday or the following Friday. It's going to be a little bit of a dead period in terms of Madden. Going into Thanksgiving, Blitz, all that fun. But if you joined the video, like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new, comment if you have any questions. Feel free to join the Discord. The link is in the description. And until tomorrow, peace.